Following Galaxy Z Fold 6 release, Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 speculations are already generating buzz. Early on, we know little, but we are learning that the foldable for next year could be smaller in your pocket and larger in your hands. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra might very well be the gadget with characteristics Samsung aficionados have been asking for years. Although Samsung has already been somewhat dominant in the foldable industry and rivals, like Apple, haven't yet released an offering, there is still more development required with foldables to make them more widespread and increase adoption. For the ultra-high-end market, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra might very well fulfill on that and become the computer in your pocket gadget we have been waiting for years. Should Samsung be able to reduce the thickness, consider a foldable roughly as thin as a Galaxy S24 Ultra, we would witness the unexpected revelations at the Samsung Unpacked 2025 and ultimately see Samsung topple Apple off their throne in the ultra-high-end smartphone market. Naturally, Samsung releases a fresh phone annually. That basic truth plus some early rumors make us sure the Z Fold 7 is under development. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 release date will coincide with next year's Samsung Unpacked event, since the company releases new phones at their events. We cannot ascertain this far out how much the Z Fold 7 will cost. If we presume Samsung will keep with the same pricing as the Z Fold 6, it'll start at $1,899.99. However, this year's phone is priced $100 higher than last year's, so we could be looking at a $2,000 phone next year. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 should be open for pre-ordering following the Unpacked presentation. We're still extremely early, so there really isn't much in the way of leaks. All we've heard so far is that the next Galaxy Z Fold might have a larger screen and be smaller and lighter. If this rumor from the Korea Economic Daily is genuine, the next Z Fold could be as thin as Samsung's S-series phones when folded. The source states Samsung engineers have been tasked with developing the phone similar to the bar-type Galaxy S24's thickness of 7.7mm. This appears achievable at a glance, considering the downward trend we've witnessed thus far. The initial Galaxy Fold, from 2019, rests at 17.1mm, and the latest variant is just over 12mm thick. But this means that when unfurled, the phone would be half the thickness of the 8.6mm Galaxy S24 Ultra. Only time will tell if Samsung can manage as substantial of a transition in just over a year. The corporation is also apparently taking off some weight, although we don't know how much. Durability is the most obvious problem as a phone grows thinner and lighter, so it will be interesting to see how Samsung approaches this. Despite its slimmed-down design, the Z Fold 7 might potentially manage to pack a bigger screen. Rumors claim the folding display could become as big as 8 inches. The Z Fold 6 is 7.6 inches. The display might use blue phosphorescent OLED, called PHOLED, instead of blue fluorescent, which would ultimately lower the size of the battery, supporting the notion of a slimmer gadget. Given its claimed debut date, the Z Fold 7 will likely run the Android 15-based One UI 7 operating system. Leaker Ice Universe believes that when compared to all the other versions of One UI, this one will be the most altered. We could see a big redesign to the UI, featuring new icons, menus, and animations, plus a vertical app drawer. The Z Fold 7 Ultra would be expected to be more robust and have a sleeker design, addressing two of the most common issues we hear about current foldables. Samsung is working on making the gadget slimmer and more user-friendly, which might make it appealing to a larger spectrum of customers, and there's little doubt the phone would fully embrace all the latest Galaxy AI technologies. Some reports indicate to the Z Fold 7 Ultra containing a built-in stylus, which was a feature left off the Z Fold 6, although it does support the S Pen. The Z Fold 7 Ultra is rumored to come with stylus functionality for both the inner screen and the front display, making it an excellent gadget for Note series lovers who miss using their S Pen. Many users believe that stylus integration would be a game changer, enabling for more fluid multitasking and creative usage on a larger, foldable display. In addition to stylus support, reports claim that the Z Fold 7 Ultra could boast cameras equivalent to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. After getting complaints for the camera quality in prior Fold versions, Samsung is ready to drastically update the camera technology. This would set the Ultra model distinct, offering users with top-tier camera performance in a foldable format. With a likely Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 chipset, improved battery life, up to 5,000 mAh, and increased durability, the Z Fold 7 Ultra might be the gadget that finally blends Samsung's best foldable technology with its premium smartphone features. Samsung normally debuts new Z Fold models at their Unpacked event, which takes place in the summer. So the earliest we'd see a hypothetical Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra launch would be in mid-2025. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra is said to have a slimmer and lighter design compared to its predecessors. Some sources even say that it could be thinner than the Galaxy S24 Ultra when unfolded. This would be a huge breakthrough as it tackles one of the primary objections about foldable phones, their bulkiness. Despite the slimmer design, the Z Fold 7 Ultra is rumored to offer an even larger display, potentially reaching 8 inches. This might be achieved by decreasing the bezels and possibly introducing new display technologies. Just imagine having a tablet-sized screen that can fold into a pocket-friendly device. How functional the device is when the screen is closed is always a worry with foldables, and we expect the Ultra to deliver almost the same functionality of an S-series phone in that sense. The Ultra might ultimately give a screen experience similar in size to a typical smartphone, while still preserving a big inner folding screen, making it a best of both worlds type of gadget. It's crucial for Samsung to get this right so that the one-handed use, as well as the immersive, full-screen activities are both top-notch. Additionally, the Fold 7 Ultra is likely to come with lower bezels, a thinner frame, and a lighter design, increasing the overall user experience with a foldable tablet. It's probable that Samsung will offer both a normal Galaxy Z Fold 7 and a more expensive Z Fold 7 Ultra. The normal version would presumably have modest upgrades, perhaps a thinner profile, improved hinge design, and better internals like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, while the Ultra would provide more exclusive features such as pen integration, superior cameras, and maybe larger storage options. This method would allow Samsung to cater to multiple consumer groups, from customers who want a high-end foldable with all the bells and whistles, to others who choose a simpler, more economical foldable choice. The Galaxy Z Fold series has yet to release an Ultra version, which has been unexpected given how other competitors have, including Samsung themselves, employed this product type on other smartphones and portables. With Samsung being the king of foldables, it makes sense for them to finally create a product like the Z Fold 7 Ultra, which would blast everything else out of the water. Some critics believe Samsung may be holding back its best hardware for profitability reasons, and while that might still be true, we are hopeful they pull out the stops in 2025 and give us what we've all desired. If Samsung can fulfill its hopes, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra might be the foldable device enthusiasts have been impatiently anticipating deliver a foldable product that finally does everything right. Camera fans will be thrilled to discover that the Z Fold 7 Ultra might inherit the camera technology from the Galaxy S24 Ultra. This would entail a considerable boost in image quality, making the foldable phone a true powerhouse for photography and videography. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra is likely to continue the trend of S Pen integration. This function, first introduced in the Z Fold 6, blurs the barriers between phone and tablet, delivering a seamless experience for note-taking, drawing, and productivity tasks. With Android 15 and One UI 7 expected in 2025, the Z Fold 7 Ultra is likely to launch with the latest software. This might suggest a substantial UI revamp, including new icons, animations, and features. The tablet is also rumored to carry the latest chipset, providing top-notch performance. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra sports a slimmer profile than its brothers. Samsung trimmed down the thickness when folded and unfolded. This makes the device easier to handle and slip into pockets. The hinge got an improvement also. It now enables the phone fold flat with no gap. This adjustment helps keep dust and debris out of the inner parts. Samsung also made the screen stronger. They can tolerate more knocks and scrapes without breaking. The outer screen is wider, which makes typing simpler when the phone is closed. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.